Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here again on another Pause Resume audio interview. I've just had the chance to have a chat with Jennifer Hale, who played the female Commander Shepard through all three Mass Effect games. Of course, she's not in the upcoming one, Andromeda, but we had a fascinating chat about the role that she had in those original three games and what it was like to work with Bioware. This interview, of course, comes as part of Pause Resume's quarterly update, Q1 2017, and we've got a number of long-form articles and opinion pieces coming in conjunction with this interview with Jennifer Hale, so make sure to check out pauseresume.com for all our other bits and pieces. But until then, please enjoy the interview. If you've got any feedback at all, please email us, show@pauseresume.com, and please enjoy this interview. Thank you. Okay, now I'm here with Jennifer Hale, who is famously was the female Commander Shepard in the original Mass Effect trilogy. How are you today?
I am doing great. How are you doing, Craig?
Not too bad at all. It's quite late here, though, I must say.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, I've kept you up very late. Thank you for accommodating my schedule.
That's all right, no problem. I'm usually up late anyway. I've got nothing better to do, so I'll kick on anyway before I witter on about my life and how I don't go to sleep and don't get enough sleep, etc. So, you're well known for your role as the female Commander Shepard in the original Mass Effect trilogy, and it's going back a little bit now. But what can you remember about sort of your original audition for the role and kind of what you thought going into it?
I loved the world. It had this awesome, expansive, space renegade kind of feel to it that I loved.
Okay. And was that sort of the driving force for you wanting to audition for that sort of role, or?
No, I'll audition for pretty much anything. I love it.
Anything, fair enough. I mean, with regards to Mass Effect and sort of how you were auditioning, it was slightly different because obviously you had someone else, Mark Meer, who was playing kind of the exact role. I mean, did that affect anything in sort of the way you auditioned or even the way you recorded throughout the trilogy of games?
It didn't have an impact on the audition because I, didn't really know that detail at the time. But when we recorded, both Mark and I were strictly... it was strictly dictated what we said, word for word, punctuation for punctuation. We did not vary from the written script by even a letter or a punctuation mark, because we had to be able to, it had to be interchangeable what we did. Okay.
So did you not have many sort of discussions to maybe you, Mark, and BioWare to kind of change some of the script at all? No freedom.
People think, it's funny, people think we have more input than we do on a game. Some games you can do that, like, BioShock, was very collaborative in some of the sessions, although absolutely led by Ken and the team. And there were moments where we could kind of tinker around with it. On the BioWare stuff, because the technical constraints are substantial, we really execute what they have written for us to the letter. Okay. And it's our job to make that really work in a great way.
That's interesting, that is, actually. Because I think a lot of people who, play video games and kind of don't interact too much with the voice acting probably aren't aware of that.
It's different. It's different in different games. When you've got like an indie, where somebody's doing like 20 lines at a time, out of their like home office or their bedroom or their living room, just kind of creating something as just birthing a project of love. There's a lot of flexibility and collaboration in that. Or you've got like a Gone Home or a Long Dark or something like that. That's a totally different flavor than something like a BioWare product or one of the AAAs.
Of course. And was that kind of I want to say rigid approach, but I don't want to be so. That sounds kind of negative. Was that all the way through the games?
Yes. It's not rigidity. It's because that's not where it's sourced from. It's sourced from the technical demands of the project.
Yeah.
And they have so much to do. If I think I have the right to change their material, I'm 1,000% wrong. That's their creation, and my job is to bring their creation to life.
Yeah.
Their job is not to cater themselves to me. Mine is to fulfill their vision.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, were you surprised how big Mass Effect became?
Totally. I had no idea. I knew I loved it, and I pour my heart into everything I do, but everyone poured their heart into that series, and of course they always do on all the projects. It was just a beautiful, synergistic thing that happened.
Yeah. And I mean, like as a player, I felt like the series got bigger with each game, and there was more sort of demand on the game. I mean, did you feel that stress at all, or that weight of expectation?
No, I felt the excitement of it and the honor of it, and the weight. It was a weight in a good way. It was a weight of it was an honor. Really, I felt the honor of it, and the expansion of it was exciting.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good to hear, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm going to come to the ending of the third game. Now, with a section of fans, whether it's small or a bit bigger than small, is up for debate. But it caused a bit of controversy. I mean, were you aware kind of beforehand that might be the case?
No idea. I had no idea. But, once it happened, it made complete sense to me, because with a game like that, you've got an enormous amount of connection and engagement. You've got thousands and thousands and thousands of co-creators of the storylines. And, I always say writing is extraordinarily difficult. Writing endings is a huge challenge. And writing an ending with thousands and thousands and thousands of co-collaborators is pretty much impossible. And to me, the fact that everybody was all worked up was really a fantastically positive sign that they cared. Yeah,
no, of course. I mean, would you have done, not in particular to the end of the third game, but the series in general, I mean, do you think you maybe would have wanted to have approached Shepard a different sort of way, or changed anything at all in general?
Nope. I'm very happy with everything that we did. And Shepard it's my voice, but I'm the ink and the tip of the pen, as I always say. There's a huge, I'm the part you hear, I'm the visible bit.
Yeah.
But there are countless people that made that entire machine, and Shepard's a co-creation of everyone involved.
Okay. So Mass Effect was obviously a part of your life for a number of years. Yes. Obviously you didn't stay there the whole time, obviously back and forth over, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years, however long it was. How does it feel now that Mass Effect has kind of moved on to the new one, Andromeda, and kind of left behind your...
It's bittersweet. Like, I miss it, but I'm so intensely proud of what we did and what we accomplished on so many different levels that I feel complete about it. The bitter part of the bittersweet is I love working with Bioware, and I know the quality of their product, and I know the quality of the team, and I love those humans on those teams so much.
Yeah.
I miss working with them. But I've worked with them since on other things, and I know it'll come again. I always just miss my people and the awesome teams that there are.
Yeah.
And I know they're continuing to do absolutely phenomenal things with Andromeda.
Okay. So you're kind of happy with the direction that they're taking the series in. I mean, do you think it's something you might actually end up playing yourself, or is that something you'd want to do?
Well, my dirty little secret is I suck games. And I spend so much time doing them that when I'm not working on them, I want to be out having life experience to bring to the games when I do them.
Yeah, because I did read, and I didn't know if it was true at all, that the first game proper game that kind of you played was the original Mass Effect, I think a few years after it came out.
I only played it because Tom Bissell made me. He was writing a piece for the New Yorker about me, and he made me play it. And then he wrote about it. It was, oh my gosh.
How did you find it anyway?
My problem is when I play a game that I'm in, I just want to go back and do it again because I have more detail and I feel like I could improve what I did. And that's useless. That's not going to happen. So don't worry about it.
That's quite interesting hearing that, actually. Because we spoke to Stephanie Jewston not too long ago, who was quite a Metal Gear, and she was quite kind of excited about going off and playing Final Fantasy and sort of things like that. So it's interesting to hear kind of how sort of different you are in that regard.
If I listen to something I've done or watch a film that I'm in or watch a TV series that I'm in, I'm watching, to support everybody who worked on it.
Yeah.
Or I'm watching to see what I can do better next time.
Yeah, of course.
That's really, so I don't do a lot of watching because I need some time off work.
Of course. Of course, we all need time off work.
Yeah.
Speaking of kind of work, actually, I mean, is there anything you're currently working on at all?
Yeah, there's a couple things. Well, I can't talk about it. Actually, the couple I can talk about.
Okay.
I've got an animated series that's just hitting Amazon Prime, Lost in Oz, that's just absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. I play Glinda, the Good Witch.
Right.
And it's an incredible take on that whole mythology, and I'm super proud of it.
And is that out soon, or?
Yeah, it's out. I believe it's out now. I haven't checked. If it's not out now, it's coming out soon. And I'm working on a couple other shows I can't talk about, a couple games I can't talk about, but I can talk about The Long Dark.
Okay.
We just recorded some stuff for that was amazing. And then, in sometime around the first week of January, I'll be tweeting about it. I am doing a call-in show about money.
Oh, right.
I want people to call me and talk about money because my goal is to take people from being, take it so that right now money is kind of many people's oppressor.
Yeah. And
money needs to become your ally. And the truth is, we live in the Matrix, and no one told you, like, for real.
Yeah.
And I'd like to shine a flashlight on how it actually works to give everybody a chance to dig out.
Okay, that's interesting. And where is that call-in show? Do you want to give details so anyone listening can...
I'll have details will be on Twitter. I'm still working out my platform. Right now, what I'm having people do is email me questions at jennifer@jenniferhale.com with your phone number, and then I will call you, and we will talk about it. The only rules are we're not talking about games, because and we're not talking about me, unless it's instructive for what you need, because this is about you guys. And my mission here is to empower you guys, because otherwise you're going to get eaten alive.
Of course.
And I'm not an expert, but I have been poor. I have been not poor. I've made bad investments and good ones. I've made bad decisions and good ones. And if I can save people time, I'd love to.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. Yeah. Jennifer, thank you so much for your time. Speaking about Mass Effect and that.
And thanks to everybody out there. Thanks for playing. And many, many thanks to everybody out there.
Thanks to you as well. And we can't wait to hear you in any other stuff that's coming out.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.